teachers, staff, and students of Williams Elementary took on the challenge of remote learning new instructional practices and resources to engage and connect with students who are learning anytime and any place. You will hear recurring themes of student voice and choice that connect to our district-wide initiatives of competency-based education and implementation of Leader in Me. We are now taking this growth to the next level as we look at how to continue and expand on these instructional practices and resources to meet the needs of both in-person and remote learners as we approach the second quarter.
Things our kindergarten team was concerned with when going remote was trying to keep our kids interactive and hands-on as much as possible, because that's what kindergarten is. We were able to come up with lots of interactive slides, and one of the slides and activities we came up with was our Bitmoji letter classrooms. So for each day of the week and each letter of the alphabet, we have a different classroom that has different posters and activities where they're able to practice writing their letters, the sounds of each letter, and also just practicing singing some songs that help them become fluent with all of the letters and
Hi! My students have been working really hard on being able to split the screen. So they need to be able to see their teacher or their interpreter signing for them while they're working. And they have done such a great job of learning how to split the screen, to have the person that's signing on one side of their computer, and on the other side they have their work. If it's on Schoology or a book we're reading online, they have both so they can see them at the same time. And it took a lot of work to learn that, and they have done such a great job.
Remote learning is we have had to be creative with the things that we have to do with the kiddos. It is something that I think we will then carry over into when our kids come back. They've really had fun with the creativity of the lessons, and so I think Ms. Hackey and I would really like to utilize some of those unique objects and items that they use in remote learning, use some of those things that may be in a smaller area. The kids have really enjoyed it.
One of my biggest concerns during remote learning was going to be building a relationship with 5- and 6-year-old children that had never met me before. And I was so surprised by having morning meetings and small groups in the afternoon of 3 and 4 children at a time, that we were able to really build those relationships that are normal in the school setting. And I believe through these small groups in the afternoon that I can see a lot of academic gains. I can see the relationships between me and my students and the students between each other really growing.
Year we've been adding a lot more choices into the things that we've been doing. So already I was going to add more choices for the students to be so that they could choose what type of art activities that they would like to do, what type of materials that they would like to make art out.
So with remote learning, things have been going really well. One of my favorite things to do with the students is to use Quizlet and quizzes. They absolutely love it. They get on the Google Meet and they're begging to play Quizlet or quizzes. It's a fun interactive game and they're learning curriculum and having a blast while doing it.
I've had a lot of success and enjoyment with both Lexia and with Redbird. It's easy for them to set their own goals and then to be able to track their own progress. As they achieve those goals, the certificates are very rewarding.
Essential. Knowing that a teacher is there instills confidence in them, and it gives them encouragement to keep working even when something's a little bit maybe too hard or is a new skill that they're learning. They're able to get that with small groups. Encouragement, knowledge that they're doing good, and we're making it work, and we're learning every day. The learning changes and the teaching field changes.
What I love about remote learning, as an educator, we're still able to give quality education and intervention to students while interacting with parents, grandparents, and caregivers at the same time.
For our 4th grade classroom this year, we wanted the students to have ownership over the classroom regardless of being online. And so we had a leadership program where students were able to pick leadership roles based on an application. They were also able to create leadership roles if they wanted to make a new one. And so they filled out an application where they got to pick the leadership role that best fit them. And we talked about the qualities and strengths that we had tying into Leader and Me, understanding that we can all be leaders, and understanding our strengths and the qualities that we have that would benefit our classroom as a whole to synergize.
One of the things that we have implemented with remote teaching that we probably wouldn't have had the opportunity to implement and try out if we just went in person was the idea of a flipped classroom. So the way that we've done that online is we have recorded things like read alouds and kind of math mini lessons and writing mini lessons so that they have that before sitting down to meet with us during a live Google Meet. So that way they come with some prior knowledge, so when they get to that Google Meet and we have such a short window of opportunity to teach them, we can kind of hit the ground running. We plan to continue this when they come back in person on the 19th.
As you can hear, there's been some amazing innovation and growth happening in Williams Elementary School and throughout our district. We're so proud of the teachers and students for all the great work that has been done so far, and we know that moving forward, even greater things are to come.